Hello, it is Jo from Minerva. Welcome to our tutorials. Today we are looking at zips, but not how to put in a zip, how to shorten a zip. Sometimes there's a couple of reasons why you might want to shorten a zip. I found out that I needed to change the crotch rise on a pair of jeans, and so I needed a zip length that wasn't available as a shop bought zip length, so I learned how to shorten a metal zip. I'm going to show you that today in the second part of the video. You might also find that if you've got a nylon zip and you've got a dress, you need to shorten it a little bit. Maybe you've shortened the body, or you've made an adjustment in some way, which means then the zip is too long. You shorten a nylon zip differently to how you shorten a metal zip. So this video comes in two parts. I have measured my zip to the length that I want. So the zipper top tapes land at the top of my fly, and I want to stop the zip 1.5 centimeters from the bottom. So I've measured where the zip tapes would land at the bottom of my zip fly. I've measured 1.5 centimeters up, and I'm ready to put a stopper on the end of my zip. I've got my machine on a zigzag, so I'm going to zigzag over the teeth. Now, if it's a metal one, you can't do it, but if it's a plastic one, you're fine. Hopefully you need a good new needle, and you're going to use your hand wheel a little bit just to check that you're getting across the zip. You're going to go really slowly on a very narrow zigzag. So mine is on 2.5 width and just 0.5 length, because I'm essentially making a little bar tack. So this little sewing line here is a bar tack across the end of the zip, and now I can cut my zip at 1.5 below that bar tack, and it's replicating this part of a zip. When you cut here, don't cut through here with your dressmaking scissors, because you've got to get through that bit of plastic. So just use some all-purpose scissors. And the bottom of that might work open, but you've got your zip stop at the end. Fold the fabric down just by ½ centimetre, and you're going to sew the width of your zip. Going to sew down here, along here and up here, trim the edges, and then cut out your zip holder. When you've made your little tab, you can slip your zip into that little pocket and sew around the edge top stitching. Make sure that your bar tack that you made is still visible, but it's a really good method if you've got a side zip that's a little bit scratchy on the bottom. So you can use it to shorten a zip, or you can use it to make a zip more comfortable. For a metal zip, you need to know what length you would like your zip from stop to stop. So a zip isn't measured on the length of the tape, which is 8.5 inches. This is a 7-inch zip, and I want to change it to a 6-inch zip. So I'm going to mark where I'd like my stops to be. And I'm not going to shorten it from the bottom. I'm going to pull the zipper down so that I can remove the stops from the top and take out some of the teeth. To do this, you need to be careful. So from the wrong side, you're going to use a flathead screwdriver and just lift the teeth that grip down the tops. Push away from your fingers. It's quite tricky, but you can get them off, and you need to keep those stops in the safe place because you're going to try and put those back on again afterwards. So now we have the amount of teeth we need to take out. You're going to use a pair of pliers to pull the teeth off. And you will damage the edge of the tape a little bit, but we're going to cut some of that off, and also we'll put the stops back on, and that will be inside our garment. So you can pull off as many teeth as you need to. Take your little stops. You might have to open them up a little bit depending on how thick your tape is, and you're going to put the stop back over the tape so that it's close to the last tooth, and squeeze it back shut again. Then you can cut your tapes off with a little seam allowance, and your zip will be shorter depending on how many teeth you took out. I hope that has helped you. I didn't know that you did the one from the bottom and the one from the top, so it's a good skill to know. It also means that if you bought a zip and it didn't get used because you changed your project decision halfway through, you could use that zip for something else. Do head over to Minerva and check out the rest of our products, fabrics and patterns, and if you can make an account with us, that's great. We would love to see what you have made. Thank you very much for watching. See you again soon.